Okay, Stephen King says write every day. That makes sense. You should do that. Pause. Okay, hold on. Why is this AuthorTuber with one book saying writing every day is bad? Now I'm confused. My professor says screenwriters should write every day. What is it? Will you people make up your Welcome, subscribers, to the Writer's Mindscape. I'm Tim Green. I write in the pen name Tim RG, and today I'm going to make a case for and against why you may or may not want to write every day. If you haven't watched the last episode of In My Experience, this episode is a continuation of that one, but you don't necessarily need to watch that one to enjoy this one. That one was about examining advice and whether it's bad advice because you don't like it or it doesn't work for you, or if it's just your opinion. And it does tie into this one, but I'm not going to cover that since I covered it in that video. So there is a link in the eye above my head and down below, so you can go watch that one. But since you don't necessarily need to watch that to enjoy this episode, watch this episode, then go watch that episode. So I should write every day. No, I didn't say that. So I shouldn't? I didn't say that either. What the hell? Okay. Yeah, welcome. Okay. Transition. This episode, which was meant to be the last episode In My Experience, is inspired by the recent amount of AuthorTube videos I've seen crapping on the advice write every day. And by crapping on it, I mean by calling it bad. My question is it really bad? Yes. No? Make up your mind. Ultimately, the answer is no, it's not. This will work for some people, it will not work for other people. It's just that simple. Not all advice works for every single person. There's a reason why write every day is a very common piece of writing advice given out by professional writers, authors, screenwriters, you name it, across the board. And they have far more experience than any people on AuthorTube. But again, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for everyone. This is why I want to talk about it. Do I think it's fair to question this advice? Absolutely. If you're not questioning advice given to you and you're just going to accept it as fact, you may want to rethink your life. Because someone you respect, just because they say it doesn't mean it's true. So it's fair to look at the advice and examine if it's good or bad for you. I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you might want to write every day. Reason number 1, it keeps it fresh in your mind. When you write every day, the story is fresh. You can pick up where you left off the day before easier. We as writers, we have it hard enough sitting down at a computer, staring at a blank screen with that blinking little cursor teasing us after several days, maybe even weeks of not writing to pick up where we last left off. When you do it every day, it's easier. Reason number 2, it conditions your brain. When you write every day, especially in the same spot at the same time, your brain gets conditioned, habit, routine. Even if you're having a bad morning or day, when you sit down at this location and time, your brain knows it's time to write and you can be creative. Which leads to reason number 3, pushing through the fog. Routine helps you push through those bad days, those rough patches with your story. Even on days when you don't think what you have is good or you don't know where to go next, just showing up, sitting down, and write is the starting point. And by doing that, it can help you push through those patches. Awesome. It's settled. I'm writing every day. Now, let's look at 3 reasons why you shouldn't write every day. I hate you. Reason 1, abuse. When you're told to write every day and you fail to do so, you can talk down to yourself. You talk down to yourself for once again failing to put words down on the page. The constant negative self-talk only makes it harder to sit down and write. Reason 2, rushing projects. When you feel the need to write every day, you can rush over your process to get it to the point where it's ready to be written, thus causing more problems. And then this can lead to more reviews. This can lead to not writing, which can lead to more negative self-talk. It's a vicious cycle. And reason number 3 why you shouldn't write every day: no breaks. Writing daily implies you write every single day. You don't take breaks, none. Every day means every day. There is no excuse for not writing, even when life happens. Yeah. No, not saying it, no. I really don't have a better title for this, so I hate saying this, but until I come up with something better, I gotta say it. It's time for in my experience. All 6 of those reasons are absolute great reasons for and against why you should write every day. And I chose those 6 for a specific reason. It's story time. If all happened to me, this guy. I know I just took up the moneymaker, but still. Those 3 cons, or reasons against, are a huge part of my writing experience. Trying to make sure I'm writing every day and then failing and then talking down to myself. If you've been following my channel in the last several months, you know I've talked about how every so often I get this little nagging voice in my head that I should be writing. Not just working on developing something, but actually writing prose. This has led me to rushing through projects before they were even close to being done because I got so excited about the project and I wanted to be writing it, or I just felt like I needed to be writing something, so I started writing it. Because of this, I have several projects in development that are in chaos because of this. And the idea of not writing not taking a break, I felt that, and it just, life happens, and you need to take a break and reflect, relax, enjoy yourself. It's easy enough to feel like you're not a real writer, and by not writing, you can only enhance that stuff. And I think the same thing goes for the prose. When I write every day, I love it. It works perfect for me because, again, it keeps my story fresh in my mind. I can pick up where I left off the last time and continue writing easier, versus if I haven't written for a few days, it's a lot harder. And I can get more words down. I can picture it better. It's especially when I write at the same time every day. And when I'm struggling with where to go next or not feeling like writing, just sitting down and actually writing gets me past that. And there are times where, you know what? All I get is 250 words, but I still wrote something. And maybe only 250 words, but I wrote something. And that helps me keep going the next day. Writing every day can mean different things to different people. Stephen King, who constantly says a writer should write every day and read every day. Stephen King is an organic writer, a pantser. That's the method he prefers to write by. So it makes sense this would work better for him. And a lot of people, if you're an outliner, this may not work for you. Maybe just writing here and there is better for you. I can't tell you if it's gonna work for you. I'm an outliner. I love writing every day. It works for me. But one of the things I've been trying to do for myself is redefine what writing is to get rid of that nagging little voice that pops up every so often. And that is, writing every day does not necessarily mean prose. It means developing a series, editing, artwork, but no, I don't count the business side of writing because, well, it's not writing. But that's my opinion. My opinion. And if you don't know why I keep saying that, go watch the last episode of In My Experience. You'll understand why. I don't know what to believe anymore. Everyone needs to decide what writing every day means to them. If someone disagrees with you what writing is, okay, good, you disagree. Now they're telling you you're wrong and they're right, ignore them. Don't take advice from them. They're ignorant and selfish and they don't know what they're talking about. I'm always gonna tell new writers, other writers, to write every day because I know it can work. It works for me, I know other people it works for them. It's one of 2 pieces of advice I always tell people. That, and the other one is, do what works for you. Now, if you get advice and you don't think it's gonna work for you, that's completely understandable. But how are you gonna know for sure? Now, here's a little secret. Come on. Just because it doesn't work now doesn't mean it won't work later on. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment down below what you thought and answer the question of the video. Where do you fall on this advice of should you write every day? Answer that down in the comment section. You made it to the end of this video. You're clearly liking what I'm talking about. So just go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Give it a like. Let's see if we can get 5 likes on it. And since it's right there, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Ring that bell and turn on all notifications so you know when every In My Experience video and all my other content goes live. All I have for you today. I hope you have a great rest of the week, and I'll chat with you in my next video. Bye!